Good evening and welcome to the campus of SUNY Maritime College in Throgs Neck, New York for tonight's Skyline Conference Semifinal matchup featuring your SUNY Maritime Privateers and the visiting Golden Eagles of St. Joseph's College. I am TJ Ragusa, joining you from the broadcasting booth. Alongside with me is my 2018 classmate Brendan McNally. Brendan, how are you tonight?
Wonderful, TJ. How are you? I'm glad to be here.
Doing well, and I'm looking forward to a great night of lacrosse. You know, we look at how these two teams match up. Obviously, Maritime has lost a couple of players who have left on the ship to fulfill their summer sea term commitments. What are some of the things that you're looking out of Maritime tonight?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a goalie, so I got to show the goalie some love. We got a freshman in net right now, Jack DeResta, and I think it speaks volumes that Coach Maharis has put him in there, trusted him in net, and has a lot of confidence in this young fella.
Absolutely, and DeResta with a challenge in front of him tonight, the young freshman making just the second start of his collegiate career. He'll be replacing Kyle Bockelman, who, along with Nick Pasco, Kyle Buser, Joey Mano, Brian Reed, Danny O'Sullivan, and Mike Leake are the players who we had mentioned will be fulfilling their commitments on the ship right now. They might be watching along, so if they are, we say hello to you guys, and you know, to the rest of the team tonight. Tall challenge without those guys, but, you know, like you said, I believe in this team's ability to kind of come together and rally around the guys that are here. You know, talking to Coach Harris this week, that did seem to be a lot of the focus, you know, focusing on who's here, who can help us win, and how we're going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Knowing firsthand experience playing with a bunch of these guys, they're up for the challenge, so let's see them do it.
Right, and one player to definitely highlight coming into the game is number 99 senior Brian Keegan, who leads the Privateers in scoring this year with 15 goals and 9 assists. As we mentioned, the Privateers will be out without their leading assister, Mike Leake, so Keegan is also the active leader in assists. As we look to get started, we're seeing the officials gather near the midfield line. The teams are gathering for their last pep talks, and we're about to get underway here with this semifinal matchup. And the starting lineups are descending upon the field. As we mentioned, Jack DeResta starting in goal tonight for the Privateers. Down at defense with him will be Drolik, Butler, and Kiernan. Keegan, Flannery, and Drossel on the first midfield line, with Polici taking the opening face-off here. Looks like Hendry on the wing there. And starting at attack will be Schnell, Lauer, and Longo for the Privateers.
And here we
opening
go.
face-off is underway. That's taken for the Golden Eagles by number 8, Tim Bruno. He feeds down low for Jack Gilbride. He is the St. Joseph's leading scorer. Now carrying behind the net is Tim McCann, who comes in second in scoring for the Golden Eagles. McCann carrying on the near sideline. He'll now feed up top. This is 22, Matt Trotman. St. Joseph's now working the ball around. Carrying at X is number 6, Gilbride, and he looks to dodge. Driving the right side, looking for options inside. Now rolls back to X. Played there by Kiernan. Sorry, played there by Butler, but now he's feeding inside for number 33.
Big save.
Big save from the freshman DeResta on the shot that came from Dylan Gabriel right on the crease. Now the Privateers look to run some transition with Alex Ellis. Ellis now feeds off for Orton, and he'll carry across the top as the Privateers get settled with 66 seconds left in the shot clock. This is Schnell carrying on the near sideline, feeding X for Lauer.
It's a big save for the freshman there right off the start. Get his team rolling.
Absolutely, and you got to think the first one's the hardest one. Now he's in the game. Now he's seen some action. He's made a tough stop. Looking forward to what he can do for the rest of the game now as Brian Keegan is looking to distribute inside. Shot taken. Went just wide. The Privateers are there for the backup. Shot was taken by number 50. That's Charles Longo. Now Keegan looking to feed Flannery, and the ball ended up on the ground there. Now carrying in transition for the Golden Eagles is number 30, Jesse McKeever. McKeever feeds off for Gilbride. Now he's in the game. Now he's seen some action. He's made a tough stop. Looking forward to what he can do for the rest of the game now. Brian Keegan is looking to... Now Gilbride is carrying at X. Looking over now for Robert Lopez. St. Joseph's much looking to settle the ball here, looks like. And now Gilbride will take it at X. He's played there by Kiernan. Possibly looking to work off of a pick there. Does not. Now feeds off for the pick man. That's 23, Brian Hunter. Hunter still carrying at X. He's played there by Orton. And a beautiful wraparound check made there by Orton. Caused turnover for him, and he's looking to run the ball the other way. Feeds a bounce pass up top for Ellis, 52 at the midfield line. Now looks inside. This is Hendry. Hendry looking low. Opportunity for a shot, and the save is made. Great
Big
low save there
save.
by number 10, Andrew Brust.
Very impressive.
So a golden opportunity for the Privateers in transition, but Brust shuts the door, and we still have a scoreless game with 12:15 here left in the first quarter.
Beautiful save there. Beautiful outlet by number 10, Andrew Brust.
St. Joseph's now working the ball around the outside again in a very open formation. Now they'll move a man into the crease. As number 33, that's Dylan Gabriel, passes the ball to the other side. Now this is 23, Brian Hunter, possibly looking to dodge. Kind of passing the ball back and forth across the top with Sean Castro involved there too. Now it looks like Hunter will go for a dodge down the right alley. Shot hit the net, but on the outside. The ball is loose behind the cage. Now feeds in front for the goal. Coming by number 33, that is Dylan Gabriel.
Goalie got caught behind his own net there, trying to get the ground ball. Scrambled, found the open man inside. It's a great play by St. Joe's.
Tricky situation there as the ball bounced off the outside of the net, as you mentioned, came loose behind the net. And I think you're right about that. DeResta just got caught behind the net looking for the loose ball, and St. Joseph's was able to take advantage with an opportunity right on the crease. Nice goal from Dylan Gabriel. So a 1-0 game here with 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Polici will return to the faceoff dot to face number 8, Tim Bruno. On the near side wing is 47. That's Grant Gifford. And a procedure is called against St. Joseph, so Maritime will take the ball here. This is Alex Ellis.
Looks like they're trying to get all their personnel on, get settled up, take a good possession here. No wasted time.
Definitely does look that way as Drost is now feeding for Flannery and Keegan on the near side. Keegan low for Lauer, and Lauer swings to the opposite side. That is Schnell looking for an underneath move. Now passing up top for Drost, and the ball is on the turf. Drost will scoop it up near the midfield line. Nice play defensively there by number 20, Vincent Racuglia, to knock the ball loose, and it's still loose in the Privateers offensive zone. Eventually taken here by number 50. That is Charles Longo. Ball bounces to the middle for Flannery, and now the Privateers look to get settled. 27 seconds will remain on the shot clock, though, so some urgency to start pushing the ball here. Now crossing 20. Lauer pushes the right side. Looking up top for Keegan. Keegan re-dodges to the middle of the field. His shot gets poked on the way out, just goes over the net. Longo is there for the backup with 12 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 10-20 here in the first quarter.
Sense of urgency right here now.
Think so, and possibly looking to draw out that shot clock. Now 8 seconds remain, maybe looking for a look inside. 5 seconds. Keegan has the ball, dodging down the right alley. Looking for a shot. Hands free, just goes wide, and the shot clock will expire. St. Joseph's will take possession of the ball.
That's a good take by Keegan.
Yeah, real good take late in the shot clock there, pushing the action, got his hands free just a little bit low and away, and now 44, Brett O'Brien will take the ball in for the Golden Eagles. Long outlet pass over to this near sideline here. That's 30, Jesse McKeever. McKeever looking for options inside. He'll look back for 20, Racuglia. And Racuglia with an overpass to Gilbride, who got open in the clear. And St. Joseph's will possess the ball in their offensive end. Now McCann carrying behind the net. Looks to be played by Drolik there. This is Trotman. Now Castro. Castro feeding over for 23. That's Hunter. Hunter low for Gilbride. Gilbride looks to work from X. 9:29 remaining here in the first quarter. Butler playing tight on Gilbride there. Gilbride pulling out, looking for options as the shot clock crosses 30 seconds. Now Lopez pushing the right side, looking inside, and his pass is wide. It'll go back to the midfield line, and that will be an over and back violation. The Privateers will pick up the ball. This is Schnell carrying the far side wing. Now carrying over the top possibly looking for options, and will instead feed off for Longo, and the Privateers will settle the ball and get their changes. Privateers working the ball around the outside now. This is Bushel. Working the ball through X now. Keegan looking inside. Now it's the low wing. Now Flannery to the low wing. This is Schnell. Underneath move just goes wide on the shot, and Lauer is there for the backup with 43 seconds remaining on the shot clock. There was a flag down there, and it appears there is a slashing penalty against St. Joseph's. The Privateers will go up a man for 1 minute.
Looks like Bruss got a good piece of that last save. Big stop for his team right there.
Yeah, there have been a couple of pretty good opportunities right on the crease in front of Bruss, and he's stood tall to them so far, still holding that 0 on board. 8:25 remain in the first quarter as the Privateers will start this 1 minute man advantage. Looks to be Lauer taking the ball in on the near sideline. Lauer carries up to the point, and now feeding the near side for Keegan. Far side for Flannery. Now low for Schnell. Privateers working the ball around to begin this power play. Ball moving very much between Keegan, Lauer, and Flannery right now up top. Now low. Across the field, Flannery shot taken was a bounce shot. Save made by Bruss again. And Bruss is looking for outlet options.
Scrambling.
And the ball will go out of bounds.
Ride. Force that pass out of bounds.
And that pressure ride has been a staple of the Privateers' total game this season so far, causing very many turnovers in the ride. Shot
Big
taken there by
save.
Schnell. Rebound buried by Keegan. We got a 1-1 game.
There we go.
Brian Keegan scores his 16th goal of the season to tie it at 1 minute. To tie it at 1 goal apiece. 7 minutes, 36 seconds remain in this first quarter.
That was some great tempo by freshman Sean Foley, picking up ball at the sideline, pushing it in. Good shot, inside look. Save, huge save by Bruss, but gave up that rebound. Keegan was able to scoop it up and finish.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Sean Foley really pushing the action there off the sideline and forcing the St. Joseph's defense to work there on that man advantage.
Got to give him a good shout out because he's a fellow Long Beach kid. Got to represent.
One of, or the most recent, I should say, of a long lineage of successful Long Beach players to play for the Privateers. As this loose ball off the faceoff is taken by Hendry. And that's the first faceoff victory of the Privateers for the day so far. Obviously, as we mentioned, missing their starting guy, Kevin Buser, but so far, Polici holding his own down there in the dot.
Absolutely. Good help from his wingman. Great ground ball.
And Polici did have a fantastic season in the action that he has seen so far this year. He's gone 14 of 19 on his faceoffs going into this game, 73% with 8 ground balls. This is Drost now carrying on the near sideline for the Privateers, looking to dodge the alley. No options inside, so he'll feed low for Lauer. Lauer opposite side for Schnell. Privateers spinning the ball very quickly now. Keegan looks over for Drost again. And now back to Keegan. Keegan looking to pull up, drew a man, and got the ball over to Drost. Possible scoring opportunity there for a moment, but Privateers pull it out instead, look for more options. This is Schnell. Opportunity for Flannery. Flannery spins the ball over for Drost. Drost looking to dodge and go. Shot taken, goal scored. Low and away, Brian Drost. Very nice dodge down the alley. Beautiful placement on that shot. Low and away, right under the goalie's stick.
Absolutely. He catches that feed, throws a nice pump fake. Even got me looking there with that one.
Certainly, and really, as you mentioned, crafty handwork on the crease there to throw that fake and then bury the ball low. But really nice job by the Privateers offense. Overall, they're spinning the ball, getting the defense moving to open up those opportunities for Drost to have a true isolation there. Slide never came. He's going to take advantage of that opportunity every time.
100%. Everyone gets a touch. It's a good, solid collective group right there.
And now Bruno and Polici go back to the faceoff dot. The ball is out. And Hendry with another ground ball.
Wow, this kid's a ground ball machine. What a night for him.
A human vacuum so far tonight is Kieran Hendry. As Alex Ellis crosses the restraining line with the ball, he'll carry it now low, looking for Lauer at X. Privateers with a 2-1 lead here, 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And Keegan will hold the ball on the far sideline, now feeding for Bushel, as they await the re-entry of Derek Walter to the offensive zone.
It's delayed, so I can't really tell right now.
Walter now feeding low for Keegan. Keegan to X for Lauer. Lauer looking to dodge, and he'll push the right side. Inside look for Schnell with a crafty
save.
backhand shot. But as you mentioned, Brendan, Brust is there for the save. He's having a fantastic game so far.
What a night by him.
And again, the pressure on the ride from the Privateers. Opportunity, Lauer. And a play on will be called as he stepped into the crease. So this ball will go to the Golden Eagles. But a really nice play on the ride there from Pat Schnell to keep that offensive possession alive.
What a night Andrew Brust is having, number 10 for St. Joe's, goalkeeper. He's making stop after stop on the doorstep and couldn't ask for more from him.
And again on the ride. This time it's Bushel. Ball was momentarily loose, but regained possession there by Jesse McKeever for the Golden Eagles. As we cross the 5:10 mark of the first quarter, McKeever will carry into the offensive end.
Both goaltenders off to a great start tonight.
We certainly are. And now Gilbride looking to make Jack DeResta work a little more. He's working at X, rather waiting for the rest of the substitutions to come on for the Golden Eagles. Joe Kiernan hounding him there, and he'll move the ball over to Matt Trotman.
Doing a great job getting out on his hands, forcing pressure.
Now Gabriel possibly looking to dodge as Trotman moves in towards the middle of the field. Exchanging the off-ball midfielders are the Golden Eagles now. Castro feeds back for Gabriel. Now Castro again, now Gabriel. 4 minutes and 20 seconds remain here in this first quarter. Trotman looking to dodge to his left. He's working there against Ellis. Now moves to X. That is Robert Lopez carrying the ball. And now Dylan Gabriel looking to push the left side against Hendry. Can't get his hands quite free in the alley there. Really nice defensive play made by Hendry to stand him up. And that is a shot clock violation.
Excellent defense by the Privateers, forcing no rollback. That is just going to make Coach Maharis a very, very happy man.
Yeah, you got to know those defensive coaches love those shot clock violations defensively. It's really a statement and a testament to the work that your defense is doing out there. Oh, the ball came loose in the middle of the field here on a transition opportunity for the Privateers. Now the Golden Eagles will take it back the other way, and that's something that your defensive coordinator probably doesn't love. You get a big turnover in the defensive end, and then...
Absolutely.
Now the ball is loose again on the ride. I mean, all coaches love that. Pat Schnell is doing some work on the ride tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's his second caused turnover on the ride.
Unbelievable effort by the Privateers there on this ride tonight.
Orton now carrying on the near sideline. Looks to X for Lauer. Flannery has it now. He'll pass off for Keegan. Keegan back to Orton. Orton, a multi-capable midfielder for this Privateers team. He's starting at strong stick, or short stick rather, defensive midfield, and a lot of opportunities for him to push transition offense. He's also a very good player in the settled offense. Keegan now looking to feed Orton, and Orton dodging to his right. Orton with his hands free, shot taken, missed just wide on the near side. Schnell is there for the backup.
Very good dodge. Very good shot. Just missed that near side pipe.
Now Schnell carrying the ball on the far sideline. Moving up top for Keegan. Keegan drew a double momentarily and fed off for Flannery. Flannery looked low for Schnell, and now Schnell looking back up top for Keegan. Flannery with a shot taken from way downtown. Shot goes just wide with 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Now we will see Schnell pick the ball up at X. Apologies, that's Lauer. Lauer now dodging to his left. Opportunity inside. Buries it.
Finishes.
Jack Lauer with his left hand. Beautiful dodge. Short time left on the shot clock. Like we were talking about before, you know, shot clock gets low. You got to have that sense of urgency, and that's a beautiful underneath dodge there from Jack Lauer.
Absolutely. Took that dodge north-south, straight to the net, and buried one. 2 seconds left on that shot clock.
So now a 3-1 lead for the Privateers with 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Polici and Bruno will return to the faceoff dot. Ball's whistled in, and Bruno will take this one. Has his own loose ball and looking to make a backhand pass up to the long stick midfielder. That was 42, Corey. Instead, Hendry with another ground ball, or so it seemed for a second. Polici will pick up the loose ball eventually there. Now Schnell carrying over, looking for Ellis, and the Privateers will get settled. This is Bushel now carrying the X. Another multi-capable player for the Privateers, can play midfield, can play attack. Very versatile piece in this offense. He looks to dodge to his right side here. Getting inside, he hit the post with the shot. Really nice opportunity for Bushel there with his move to split the double, but now we will see the Golden Eagles running transition the other way. That loose ball was picked up by number 20, Vincent Racuglia, but his pass for number 3, Robert Lopez, went just low and out of bounds. The Privateers will retake possession with 1 minute and 8 seconds left in this first quarter.
Very nice job on Vincent Racuglia getting that rebound off the shot. Absolute set of wheels up the field. Takes them all himself.
Now a loose ball in transition as the pass was intended for Bushel. Really nice work from the St. Joseph's ride. This is Jason Corvey looking ahead to get the ball back to Bushel. Bushel looking to settle. He'll get the ball down to X for Lauer. Now Lauer surveying the field. Look up top for Keegan. Really nice pump fake there for a moment. Derek Walter will now take the ball. Now Corvey. Bushel behind the net. He's checked there by number 24, Alex Felice. Keegan with a look inside for Corvey. The ball is loose on the crease and taken there by Brust. And 15 seconds remain in this first quarter. Now crossing the 10-second mark. Let's see if St. Joseph's can put something together here at the end of the quarter.
Looking for a Hail Mary pass right here.
Does appear that way. Not a huge sense of urgency to get the ball down the field, and Brust will just launch it as time will expire in the first quarter. With the score, 3-1 in favor of the Privateers. And what did you see out of the goalie for the Privateers there, Jack DeResta, making his second college start?
He had a great start to this game, made a huge first save, and speaking from a goalie standpoint, that first one is always the most important. And looks like his defense is getting behind him. And like to hear a little bit more talk out of the defense. It's a little bit quiet out there on both sides of the field, but that's just a defensive mind being picky out here.
I'd say so, and certainly a great job done by DeResta to direct traffic in front of him there, and a couple of loose balls that were scary moments. But overall, he's had a really great grasp on the game so far. And another player who was replacing now a player who we unfortunately lost to the summer seed term commitments is Polici, the face-off guy for the Privateers, Thomas Polici, the freshman midfielder, and having a great game so far. I believe he's 2 of 5 so far, or 3 of 5 rather. Hendry helping him out on the wing there. Really nice stuff from the
Absolutely, great start for him, and he's getting a lot of help from number 26, Kieran Hendry, and wow, he is a Nick Pellegrino if I've ever seen one, former classmate of ours who is an absolute ground ball machine. Give him a shout. He's here tonight, rooting on the team.
And a quick turnaround between the first and second quarters there as the Privateers look to be retaking the field. And we restart the second quarter with Polici winning the faceoff forward. Now we'll see Pat Schnell holding the ball at X. Privateers getting settled now. 60 remain on the shot clock. And Schnell will look to push the right side. He looks inside over the top for Drost. The ball came loose for a moment, taken there by Brian Keegan. Keegan with a look for Lauer. Lauer with a move inside, and they will pull it out instead. Risky opportunity there, and a wise choice by Lauer to pull the ball out.
Good heads-up play there by Keegan getting that ground ball.
Flannery's looking to dodge the left side now. He'll feed for Lauer, and Lauer low for Schnell. Schnell with a stick fake, and then back to Lauer. And now Keegan. St. Joseph's looks to be changed into a zone defense here, and that opens up an opportunity for Lauer right inside there, and another great save made by Brust. Flannery will carry around X.
Interception made by Brust.
Brust is having a great game tonight. That's caused turnover for the netminder as he now looks to push the ball in the clear. This is number 30, Jesse McKeever, now carrying the ball for the Golden Eagles.
He's absolutely shown up to play tonight. He's bailed out his defense a couple times with a couple big saves and now an interception there.
Yeah, very much keeping his team in the game is Andrew Brust right now. As we see the ball loose near the midfield line. And that caused turnover comes from Joe Kiernan, the freshman. Brian Drost with the ground ball. He'll now carry and look inside. Maritime had numbers for a moment there. Elected to settle the ball instead now with 13-15 remaining in this second quarter.
Looks like they're going to settle down, figure out this zone defense that St. Joe switched into.
Flannery with a big rip down the alley. Goes just wide, and the Privateers are there for the backup. Lauer will take it at X. Rather in the alley on the near sideline. Keegan with a stick fake and a nice move inside. Had his hands free for a moment, but a poke check dislodged the ball on the crease, and it is still loose. Will eventually be taken now by Drost near the 30-yard line, and he's carrying down the right alley. Drost now settling the ball. There are 38 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Give and go between Keegan and Drost. Drost with an opportunity inside and another save for Brust.
Wow, what a night this kid is having.
I've already lost count, but I think his saves number is up to about 7 or 8. 7. I just heard from Riley, the SID here, quick with the stats. And a caused turnover in the clear there. Alex Ellis now carrying the ball into the offensive zone for the Privateers. And really, these turnovers in the ride, it's been a recurring theme for the Privateers defense all season, and it's been a recurring theme all night so far as well.
And that's just some hard work right there. Guys busting their butt, getting around, doing their job. Everyone holding each other accountable.
And Ellis is carrying the ball here at X, another multi-capable midfielder for this Privateers offense. Starts as a short stick defensive midfielder, but as you can see here, some offensive ability as he drives from X, feeds over the top for Christian Vera. I'm sorry, that's Charles Longo. Longo now feeds for Bushel. Bushel will carry the ball to X as Derek Walters re-enters the field of play. 30 seconds remain on the shot clock. Now Lauer feeding up top for Schnell. Schnell moves quickly to Keegan. Right back to Lauer. Had his hands free for a moment, but he'll feed back to Keegan, and now Keegan will settle. Keegan with a nice roll move. Low to high shot on the bounce. Another save for Brust.
That should reset the shot clock.
And that will reset the shot clock. That's a fresh 80 for the Privateers. So a long extended possession here. In the offensive zone for the Privateers. Bushel now carrying to his right side from X. Feeding over the top. He had Longo there for a moment, but the pass is just wide and will roll over the midfield line for an over and back violation. Still a 3-1 game, just under 11 minutes remain in the second quarter. This is Brian Hunter carrying for the Eagles, and he'll feed low for Gilbride. Kiernan doing a very nice job on Gilbride so far tonight. And it appears this is a timeout being called by the Golden Eagles. We will take a short break here, but as we mentioned, some of the recurring themes of the night, we see the Privateers ride working very hard. The offense is starting to get some very long established possessions. What are you seeing out of the team right now?
Absolutely. Well, I was going to ask you as the offensive mind of this broadcast, what do you think the Privateers need to do now that the St. Joe's Golden Eagles have switched into that zone defense?
I will say, even with the Eagles going into their zone defense, it looks like the Privateers are getting a lot of looks inside. And Brian Keegan's been very creative in drawing that double and immediately feeding the guy who had originally given him the ball. That's twice now, one with Drost and one, I believe, the other was with Lauer. A really nice give and go right down here on this near sideline.
Absolutely. I think Keegan's doing a nice job trying to hit that seam, expose both those defenders, making them choose who's going to go to him, and if not, drawing both and dumping it down.
Absolutely, and another way that you're seeing them try to attack this zone is by drawing the double at X and then skipping the ball over to the midfielder at the point. That pass has gone a little haywire a couple of times so far, but the opportunity has been
there.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
It'll come as the night goes on.
So possibly something to sharpen up for the Privateers offense there now as the defense looks to settle in and keep doing what they've been doing all game.
Absolutely, they've had a great start to the night, and wow, I can't get over this kid, Andrew Brust, the net for the Golden Eagles. He has had an unbelievable start to this game. Save after save, doorstep, anywhere. He's on tonight. So
Absolutely.
looking forward to seeing more out of him.
You're 100% right about that, and the Privateers have definitely generated some quality scoring opportunities, but Brust with now, I believe, 8 saves on the night.
And a few caused turnovers to go with those 8 saves.
And a little hidden ball trick here at X. I still don't know who has it. It looks like it was Gilbride. And a really nice play again by Joe Kiernan there, not fooled by the hidden ball trick. D twigs Gilbride, and ball came loose for a moment, but St. Joseph's now working over the top.
Good
this
pressure
pass will
there.
Go low. As you mentioned, great pressure there from Alex Ellis. That's, in my book, that's a caused turnover for him. And now
Absolutely.
the Privateers look to push the transition offense. Schnell with an opportunity right on the goal line.
Once again, this kid will not give up. He is save after save. Can't get over this kid.
And if my count is correct, that's 9 now. As this ball came loose right on the crease, scooped up there by Longo. Privateers will look to settle with a fresh 80 seconds on the shot clock. Now Keegan, who so far this season has been the quarterback of this offense. He'll feed off for Drost. Now Drost will look back for Keegan. And it looks like they're still in that zone defense. Keegan now looking across for Drost, and Drost now to X.
Some good ball movement by the Privateers here. Looking for those seams in this zone defense.
You're absolutely right, and that is one of the really big things when you look to beat a zone defense is beat them with ball movement, as we see a really nice catch and feed there from Charles Longo, goes just wide. Catch and shot, I should say, with 41 seconds remaining on this shot clock. 9 minutes and 16 seconds remain in the first half. Pat Schnell will take the ball in for the Privateers on the near sideline. This is Keegan, now Drost. Dodging down the right alley is Colin Flannery, now looking to feed X. This is Lauer. Privateers spinning the ball very quickly here. Keegan with a hitch and go over the top. Has his hands free. Bounce shot goes just over the net. 26 seconds remaining on the shot clock as Lauer will pull the ball in from X. Lauer pushing the right side. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Keegan looked for that give and go for a second there. Instead feeds up top for Drost, who does a give and go with Colin Flannery.
And he buries it inside.
Beautiful goal there. Brian Drost's second goal of the night with 8:47 remaining in this second quarter. He gives the Privateers a 4-1 lead. Really nice feed from Colin Flannery.
And that is just excellent ball movement by the Privateers. Got that defense spun around, found the open man inside.
You're right about that, Brendan. And just like we were just talking about, those give and goes have been very successful there. And really just a total team offensive effort. It was so quickly there that Keegan realized that the opportunity wasn't there for the give and go on his side. Feeds up for Drost, quick ball movement over to Flannery, and the cut inside while the defense's eyes are now on the ball.
Absolutely. I don't think there is one person on that offense that did not get to touch that ball more than 2 times in that possession.
And now this ball appears to be won forward by number 8, that's Bruno, for the Golden Eagles. He'll feed low for McCann, and McCann now looking to settle the ball. This is Lopez. St. Joseph's getting their midfield line swapped out. Rain looks to be coming down just a little bit heavier there. Maybe not rain, but rather mist, possibly affecting the conditions on the field.
Battling the elements. Love to see it.
Dylan Gabriel battling against Kyle Orton here, and now feeding low. Gilbride with a low to high shot to the near side. High corner shot for Gilbride. That's as pretty of a shot as you're going to see from that position.
5-5. Can't do much about that. Keep.
Yeah, really nice catch and shoot from Gilbride. I didn't see who had the feed there. I believe that was Gabriel. And St. Joseph's will narrow the lead to 2 goals. It's now 4-2 with exactly 8 minutes remaining in this second quarter. And now this face-off is won backwards, it looks like, by Polici. Ball is still loose. Alex Ellis right on top of it.
And another ground ball.
Kieran Hendry all over the loose balls on the face-off tonight.
This kid is everywhere at once.
Hendry, just a freshman, already making a huge impact this season. And his service is needed ever more tonight as Gershio has also gone on summer sea term to fulfill his commitments. This is now Longo carrying an X. He's played there by 44. That's Brett O'Brien. Now feeding up top for Flannery. Flannery spinning over for Keegan. This is Lauer now. Privateers still working against this zone defense of the Golden Eagles. Now we'll see Keegan dodging the right alley. Looking to feed inside. Over the top for... Oh, I'm sorry. That was Flannery. Bounce shot goes just wide. And it appears that Brust got a piece of that, so there will be a new shot clock for the Privateers. Or possibly there might be some confusion about whether or not Brust actually did get a piece of that save.
I think it was a good move by the St. Joe's Golden Eagles by getting into the zone defense. Brust is on point tonight, forcing those outside shots that he wants to save, giving him a good chance to save the ball.
And that really is one of the things that a zone defense can do for your netminder, is give him those opportunities to see shots from far out, like we used to say, 12 yards out, outside the hash marks.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best shots to see as a goalie.
6:55 remain, and in fact, we won't get a new shot clock. There are 35 now remaining on this shot clock for the Privateers. And that pass was tipped out of bounds off the stick of O'Brien, so the Privateers will retain possession with 28 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 6:46 now remaining in the first half. And possibly some confusion about this call as well. And it looks like the official up top has confirmed that it is a Privateer's possession off of the tipped ball. Now Schnell looking over for Flannery. 22 seconds remain on the shot clock now. Lauer looking to dodge the right side. Feeding back up for Bushel with his hands free. Shot taken. Bounce goes just wide.
What a pick and roll right there. Slips up, finds the empty space, gets a great shot.
See a lot of that two-man game out of the Privateers offense now too. These give and goes, the pick and rolls, picks and slips. See Schnell now carrying the ball in with 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Looking to feed inside. The ball is taken in transition now by number 20, Vincent Racuglia. And he lost his glove there.
It looks like he's going to stop play.
Yeah, that's an illegal procedure penalty. And he might actually be injured there, so it looks like we will take some time to give him a second to recover. We'll say that's a real nice job by the official down there, number 55, to stop the play and make the illegal procedure call. It's sometimes difficult when a player loses a piece of equipment that players don't usually lose in the course of a game.
Absolutely. That was some transition there. Ref didn't want to blow it, but safety of the players, you have to.
And Racuglia, an absolute warrior here, fighting his way off the field. He's good to see him get up and get off under his own power, but he's evidently in some pain here. We wish him the best.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be back in this game soon. He's been a huge help for the Golden Eagles defense.
Certainly he has been apparently leading the Golden Eagles defense tonight. He's caused a couple of turnovers, a couple of really nice ground balls, and hopefully we're able to see him return to action for St. Joseph's. Now 73 remaining on a new shot clock for the Privateers. They look to solve this zone defense again, and you're seeing a lot of work on the crease here. Schnell setting picks, and
Brian Keegan unloads low to high, top left. Can't get any prettier than that.
Brian Keegan's second goal of the night, and almost looked like he was saying to Gilbride, anything you can do, I can do better. But you made a note in the warm-ups here of how accurately and how hard Brian Keegan is shooting.
Brian Keegan is absolutely dialed in tonight. No one is going to stop him.
Really, really nice look there from Keegan. And the Privateers extend their lead to 3 goals once again. It's now 5-2 with 5 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in this second quarter. And again, really the hands got free there thanks to that pick inside from Schnell. Really, the Privateers finding a lot of different creative ways to get around this zone defense that the Golden Eagles are challenging them with. We're going to see a kicked ball here.
I believe that was Colin Flannery drawing that top right defenseman in that zone up, giving Keegan a few more yards to work with. Absolutely unloaded.
Yeah, total team effort is this Privateers offense, and really that's when you see offenses humming, is when all 6 guys are involved and nobody cares who scores the goal. As we see the Golden Eagles look to try to replicate that effort now. Gilbride carrying the ball to X. Played there again, real tight by Kiernan. Now this is Trotman. Looking over for 13, Castro. Castro looking to dodge. Played there by Ellis. Castro down the left alley, now looks to roll back. and he'll feed X. This is Lopez. Lopez with his hands free. Shot goes just wide, but Gilbride is there for the backup. We have 39 seconds remaining on the shot clock here for the Golden Eagles. 5:14 remain in this second quarter. And St. Joseph's crowding the crease here with one man high as Gilbride looking to dodge. They're probably trying to isolate him, and a really nice defensive play there. Joe Kiernan, and Drolik comes in to scoop up the loose ball. This freshman is having an unbelievable game tonight, Joe Kiernan.
Absolutely. He is all over the field making big plays. He has a very, very bright future ahead of him here.
Ooh, and a beautiful swim move in transition there from Orton. Orton now carrying into the offensive zone, possibly looking to push numbers, but the Privateers will instead look to settle as Schnell is carrying parallel to goal line extended. 4:45 remaining.
Drolik a big shout out there at the end. Big ground ball. Good move. Get the ball cleared out of his zone.
The Privateers do have numbers now as Hendry was able to play a game in substitution. They will instead pull the ball out. 40 seconds remain now on the shot clock. 4:27 remaining in the second quarter. Flannery makes his way back into the offensive zone. Flannery dodging down the right alley with his hands free. Another save made by Bruss, but Bushell's there for the rebound. Goes just wide. And looks like Schnell is there. Sorry, that's Lauer. Is there for the backup.
It's a great dodge by Flannery. No, former teammate of his. He loves taking that down the alley shot.
Oh, and he's got his hands free again here. Down the alley again. And will pull out instead. He passes the ball down to X. This is Schnell.
A lot of moving inside from the Privateers.
Yeah, it looks like they have two men working on the crease there, trying to occupy some of the attention of this zone defense. Kyle Orton carrying to the middle, and the ball is taken away as he attempted to shoot. Ground ball taken there by Jared Racciapi. Nice handle in transition there from number 23, Brian Hunter. And he'll look to settle now. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Now McCann will feed over for Lopez. Lopez passing up top for Trotman. Trotman for Gabriel. Gabriel working there against the long stick midfielder number 47, Grant Gifford. Gifford staying in front of him here. On a beautiful feed inside as the slide came. Gilbride with a nice handle and a beautiful finish.
Yeah, that's a great dodge. He had a step, kept him going, drew the slide, dumped it down. One-on-one with the goalie on the doorstep. Beautiful finish.
Gabriel and Gilbride connect once again. Second time in a row that they've done that, and they narrow the lead now to 5-4. Correction, it is still a 5-3 game. Still have a 2-goal differential in favor of the Privateers as this faceoff is one backwards now to number 30, Jesse McKeever.
Pushing transition here.
Yeah, McKeever looked to get the ball to Corey there in transition. Now Corey being played by Hendry. Hendry with another caused loose ball. Let's see if we can make it a caused turnover for him. And we will. That is a picked up loose ball there by Nick Butler. And Hendry, by my record at least, I think that's his third caused turnover of the game so far.
He's having an unbelievable night.
Really nice pass in transition there to get the ball up to Charles Longo, the attackman. 2:32 remaining in this 5-3 game. Or, I'm sorry, in this 5-3 first half. Now we're looking for Schnell, and now Schnell for Keegan. Privateers settling the ball here with 45 remaining on the shot clock. Ball swings around for Corvey. Had a real nice opportunity. Shot just over the net.
High misses just right. It's a very good look.
That's one of Corvey's favorite shooting spots right there. About 5 to 7 yards out, just outside the hash mark. He's got a really nice high-to-high shot from there. Changes levels nicely from there as well. But look for that opportunity to possibly come up again for number 24, Jason Corvey. St. Joseph still in the zone defense now as Bushell is looking to push the right side against 44. That's O'Brien.
And
Bushell, that is a crafty move right there. It looks like it's not an official goal yet. The officials will discuss whether or not he stepped in the crease. I thought that was a clean goal, but
waved off.
The officials disagree with me. It remains a 5-3 game here with 1:42 left in the first half.
You'd like to have that one there, TJ.
Yeah, you would, and a really nice opportunity generated there by Bushel. Beautiful underneath move, and looks like just barely stepped in the crease there. So unfortunately, the goal will not count. Still a 5-3
Privateers
game.
look to ride hard and get this one back for him.
But a nice move made in transition on the clear there by Racuglia. Now this is McKeever. McKeever looking for Gilbride, and Gilbride will now settle the ball. 60 remaining on the shot clock with 120 remaining in the first half. Gilbride dodging to his right, gets turned back there by Kiernan. Rolling underneath, diving shot goes just wide.
Goalie stands tall there, makes him shoot high over the net.
Now McCann will carry the ball in on the near sideline.
Looks like another timeout taken by St. Joe's.
It is, in fact, a timeout taken by the St. Joseph's Golden Eagles. They're second of the first half. And just want to take this opportunity to let everybody know that because of the weather, we will be taking the camera into the booth at halftime. So the feed will cut out momentarily, but stay with us. We're going to be right back and bringing you the action here from Throg's Neck.
So it looks like the weather's picking up a little bit here, TJ. Anything offensively that you see differently?
Well, I will answer your question with a question. What is the biggest excuse that us offensive players like to use when we miss the net?
Absolutely. Blame the ball, blame the weather, blame anything else but yourselves.
So possibly a factor now, when your stick does get wet, it does affect your shot and it starts to lip out a little bit. So we'll see if the shooters on both offenses are affected at all by the moistened mesh. But
as a goalie, you definitely got to keep an eye out in this wet turf. Ball is going to skip a little bit more on bounce shots. Guys might not have their footing. Going to take an extra second. Make sure you make a good save.
So some things to look for here now as the Privateers and the Golden Eagles both look to regain the field, retake the field. It'll be number 3, Robert Lopez, carrying the ball in for St. Joseph's here and now carrying to X. Played there by Drolik, and he'll feed for Gilbride. Gilbride looking for options inside. Kiernan staying in front of him. Now Gilbride trying underneath. Goes to X and rolls back. Great bit of extended defense played there by Kiernan.
Looks like St. Joe's really likes to bunch up in that crease when the ball's behind. Pick and roll for each other.
Certainly they do. They got 20 to shoot here, and now
big save
made. Jack DiResta.
What a big moment for this freshman here. Coming up big. Huge stop.
Yeah, beautiful shot off the cross of Sean Castro there, but a beautiful save by DiResta. Keeps this at a 5-3 ball game now with 24 seconds remaining in the first half.
That's a big save. Great outlet pass.
And Privateers looking to possibly settle and get the last shot of the half here. Pass was intended inside for number 27. That's Patty Piazza. 11 seconds remaining in the half. Now Keegan's got his hand free.
Ooh,
just wide.
Just missed, and looks like St. Joe's ball.
That it is, Brendan. The Privateers did not have anybody at X to chase the loose shot, so now we will see Bruss take the ball in off the end line.
8.3 seconds ago.
And he throws it up there, looking to see if one of his attackmen can come down with the ball. Now in the offensive end of the field. Still loose, right near the crease. Battled for there as time expires, and we will go to halftime with a score of 5-3 in favor of the SUNY Maritime Privateers.
All right, so we'll take a quick break and get back with you all soon.
Yeah, and again, if you missed our message before, stay tuned here, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to cut out the feed for just a moment here as we move the camera out of the elements into the booth here. Stay with us. We will be right back here on YouTube, the SUNY Maritime Athletics channel. Hello and welcome back to the broadcast. You'll notice we are now filming at a little bit of a different angle. As we mentioned, the camera had to come inside due to the weather. We have 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining until this second half gets underway. Just to go through a few of the highlights there from that first half, leading the St. Joseph's Golden Eagles in scoring was Jack Gilbride with 2 goals. Dylan Gabriel added a goal and 2 assists. He leads in assists for them right now. For the Privateers side, Brian Keegan, 2 goals. Brian Drost, 2 goals. Jack Lauer with 1 goal. Colin Flannery had an assist in that first half. Jack DeResta made 2 saves with 3 goals allowed, so 2 for 5 there. For the freshman in his second collegiate start, doing very well so far, and stellar game so far out on the other side for Andrew Brust with 10 saves in that first half, 5 goals allowed.
Wow, what a half.
So for each side here, what are some of the things that you're looking at, possible adjustments in this in the second half? And tell me, at least out of both of the defenses, you having been a goalie, one of the quarterbacks of the defense on that side of the ball.
Yeah, coming from a goalie mindset, I'd definitely like to hear a lot more talking on both sides of the field. St. Joe's definitely picked it up at the end. A lot more communicating coming from the bench, on the field, coaching these players around. And for Maritime, I know that's going to be a big coaching point for Maharis because I know he loves communication, and if you require it, he gets all over you.
You're 100% right about that. And in the defensive end for the Golden Eagles, that zone defense seemed to have been slowing down the Privateers' offense a little bit there. They did generate some opportunities towards the end of that first half, but
100%. I think they're taking advantage of their goalie being hot right now, forcing those outside shots, letting him see those shots that he wants to see. And speaking from a goalie, it's working very well. Held him to only 5 goals.
And they'll look to get that continued stellar goaltending out of number 10 over there, Andrew Brust. And the officials are looking to get this one underway now for the second half. We'll have Polici and Bruno back at the faceoff dot. Hendry on the near side wing looking to make an impact again, but Bruno will win this one forward, and it's taken in the defensive end there by Ryan Drolik for the Privateers.
Big ground ball, big wheels.
And a play made in the ride momentarily for the Golden Eagles by Gilbride. Ball was dislodged for a moment there. Now Ellis picks it up and carries into the offensive zone for the Privateers. Now Lauer looking up top for Keegan. Now Brian Drost carrying the ball on the near sideline. Drost, as we mentioned, with 2 goals there in the first half. This pass goes just a little bit wide, and now the Golden Eagles will be taking over.
It's a tough turnover to give in a close game.
Possibly some weather affecting that ball there. Or is that just me being a former offensive player?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep my opinion out of this one.
And St. Joseph's looking to clear now. This is Rachapi. Played there again. Tight by Schnell. Man, Schnell is riding today. Number 39 for the Privateers, all over the place in the ride. Their whole team, really.
Pressure all the way through.
Yeah, the pressure picked up there by Longo as well now. But a successful clear for the Golden Eagles. Now Lopez carrying the ball on the near sideline. He's played there by Drolik. This is Trotman for the Eagles. His pass is for Brian Hunter on the far side. Hunter looking inside for Gabriel, who led the Golden Eagles in points in the first half with 3. Had a hand in all 3 of their goals. Drost playing some tight defense there. Now Gabriel looking to push the top side. Gabriel feeds inside. I'm sorry, that was Gilbride feeding inside, looking for McCann. Now the ball is still loose. And loose ball taken there by 26. That's Kieran Hendry again, and now he's pushing transition offense. Privateers have a 4-on-3 looking low. Fake. Shot taken, and another save made.
Unbelievable.
There is an illegal procedure penalty called here. Must have been in and out of the crease with one of the ball carriers as the ball is going to stay here with the Privateers, but a quality scoring opportunity generated in transition, and Brust shuts the door once again. Brust with his 11th save of the night. The Privateers look to get settled up. Ball comes loose there, taken by number 23, Brian Hunter, and now the Golden Eagles looking for some transition opportunities. Now looking to X, and they will settle.
Great hustle by Keegan there, getting back on D. Making sure that St. Joe's player did not get a clean look at the net.
Yeah, certainly a great hustle play there made by number 99, Brian Keegan. We've come to expect those from him over his 4 years here at SUNY Maritime. as Gilbride is now carrying the ball on the far sideline, looking to get over the top on Kiernan. Now Gabriel. Gabriel pulling the ball out, and again, as you mentioned before, the Golden Eagles look to be jamming up the crease inside. 3 guys playing on the crease. And it looks like this is by design. They're trying to isolate number 13. That's Sean Castro, in what they feel is a favorable matchup against Brian Drost. Now he pushes to the right side. Drost stands him up. And the ball comes loose on the crease. Still loose now. And a hockey shot taken there by number 3, Robert Lopez. But DeResta is there for the backup for the Privateers.
Great hustle to get that turnover. Yeah, it looks like the St. Joe's Golden Eagles are crowding that crease, getting a lot of traffic for this freshman in net for the Privateers.
And a really nice move made at the midfield line there by Brian Keegan. But as you mentioned, Brendan, really looking to try to isolate these Dodgers are the Golden Eagles and jamming up the crease, possibly looking for some of those inside opportunities. But largely it looks like they're trying to get some isolations for their players coming to dodge up from X.
Absolutely, and they also getting a decent look so far at that skip pass up to Z, and he had a couple hands-free shots from up there.
Privateers now settling in the offensive zone. This is Walter feeding. Now up top for Corvey. Jason Corvey feeding low for Schnell. Schnell moves over for Lauer. Spinning the ball around are the Privateers. Now Lauer is carrying at X. St. Joe is pressing out pretty heavy here, as Walter looking to dodge across the right side of the formation. He'll feed X. This is Schnell looking inside. Up top for Bushel. Face dodge. Low and away shot goes just wide.
Skip pass to the hitch to the shot. Very good look for the Privateers offense.
That's become a staple of Bushel's offensive game now, as 6 seconds remain on the shot clock for the Privateers here. It'll be interesting to see what they look to do with this possession. But that face dodge from Bushel, something he's been developing over the course of the season, scored a few goals that way. Schnell now looking to push the right side. 2 seconds remain on the shot clock, and they will just roll it to the end line, it looks like, as the shot clock violation comes in, and St. Joseph's will take over here with 10 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the third quarter. This is Racuglia in the clear. Really nice face dodge there to get free. Crosses the midfield line and feeds off for McKeever. And that pass goes just over Trotman's head.
Still loose.
But he is able to get it back there. Now Gilbride with Kiernan pressed out on him. And this has been a really fun matchup to watch all day. Both guys having their moments. And the pick set there by Trotman to get Gabriel isolated on Kyle Orton. And once again, the Golden Eagles will jam up the crease and look to isolate. Orton with a beautiful slap check there, and the ball is loose. Really nice defensive play made by Kyle Orton. Still carrying the ball, runs through some checks, and the ball is now loose on the Privateers offensive end.
Excited to see that check by Orton. Beautiful play, pushing some transition here.
And now over for Ellis. Ellis looks to have his hands free. Shot taken goes just wide.
Just wide.
And Lauer there for the backup, but can't say enough about that defensive play from Kyle Orton in the defensive end, man.
Yeah, it was an excellent play there and created a very good opportunity for his team.
And now Flannery will take the ball in the offensive zone. Drost is now coming in off of the midfield line, and he will take the ball around the 35-yard line. Move it over now for Keegan, and Keegan looking for Schnell. Lauer has it at X. 40 seconds remain on the shot clock. Lauer looking over the top, and don't know if that's who it was intended for, but the pass was taken by Schnell. He got it over to Keegan. Keegan with a really nice look inside. Looked like it was for Longo. And a loose ball push is called as the ball hit the turf. Possession will stay with the Privateers here.
Very good inside look by Keegan there. I don't know how he got that pass through.
Yeah, he's got incredible vision, and he's been showing that all season, again with that really nice look inside there. I don't know how he saw that, as you mentioned, but saw a stick open and made the play. He now carries over the top of the formation, feeds Flannery. Flannery looking to sweep. Instead draws a double. Now Keegan moving the ball for Drost. Drost hitches, moves to his left hand, and now he'll roll back to X looking for options.
St. Joe's doing a very good job getting all of these guys' hands inside, causing turnovers getting all over them. Not making it easy for the Privateers.
Yeah, the zone defense has been collapsing all night.
And they get another turnover.
Collapsing on the ball, I should say. And as you mentioned there, another turnover. This is McKeever running transition. The 4-on-3 for the Golden Eagles. McCann with a shot there goes just wide. Gabriel is there for the backup. 8 minutes and 16 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Still a 5-3 ball game. We have yet to see our first score of the second half. McCann now carrying on the near sideline. He's played there by Butler. Now Trotman and Gabriel. Gabriel feeding the far side for 23. That's Hunter. Hunter now carrying the ball to X. He's being played by Brian Keegan.
There goes St. Joe's bunching up inside that crease.
And Keegan with a really nice defensive play. Puts Hunter down behind the net and kicks up the loose ball. Now looking to push some transition. He has a player in the middle of the field. That option is Hendry. Hendry now looking to the far sideline for Schnell, and Schnell will slow the play down as the Privateers look to get their personnel in order.
And look at Keegan just showing his dual threat, offense and defense. Takes a shot, misses just wide. Kid's a threat from around any part of the field. Knowing from playing with him, hardest working kid out there, and he's having an excellent night.
Yeah, and some hard work there, a well-earned rest for Keegan as he will now change out for Jason Corvey. Corvey entering the top of the formation here. Bushel has the ball. And now Corvey will take it. Privateers spinning the ball on the outside of the formation. Now this ball comes loose. And another loose ball there, picked up by Vincent
Great ground
Racuglia.
ball.
Racuglia with a number of really nice ground balls in the defensive end today, and clean clear there.
Taking him out by himself. Wheels all the way up. It's an offensive zone for his team.
And Trotman is carrying with apparently nobody on him, but he doesn't seem too urgent to push the ball there. He now feeds over for 13. That was Castro, and Castro will get it to Gabriel.
Looks like they're really taking value of this possession here. Wanting to settle up, get their personnel on, and take advantage of this possession.
They certainly are, and a lot of time has already come off the clock in this third quarter now. We're crossing the 6:30 mark in a 2-goal ball game. So, as you mentioned, every possession becomes important, and St. Joe's valuing the ball here. Trotman looking for options now. Now this is Gilbride.
Here, Coach Maharis from the sideline yelling for his defensive talk. Very quiet out there.
And another nice play there made by Joe Kiernan.
Good ground ball by the goalie. Clamp it up.
You see Gilbride there. Sorry, you see Gilbride there trying to get the top side, and Kiernan with that V-hold just turns him back and stick check to go with it.
Defense.
And I've lost count of Joe Kiernan's caused turnovers on the day. I believe he's got 3 or 4. Oh, nice looks inside there from Bushel. He was looking for Longo. And in and out of the crease is called against the Privateers, it looks like. Oh, no. He just signaled the wrong way. The official did, so possession will stay with the Privateers here as one of the St. Joseph's players carried the ball into and then out of the crease.
Another outstanding job by St. Joe's defense, getting on their sticks, matching up, and causing turnovers inside.
They're making it difficult inside for sure. They are really collapsing on the ball when it does come in there and really not allowing the crease players for the Privateers to gain much separation.
Love to see that as goaltender.
Now, Drost with a move to the right side. He'll move it low. This is Schnell. Now Keegan looking to dodge possibly over the top. Draws a double and now looks to move it. Flannery looking low for Schnell. Sorry, that was Lauer. Lauer now back up top for Flannery, and the ball is dislodged by 20. That's Racuglia again, man. Racuglia is having an excellent game.
Absolutely. St. Joe's defense flying around. Flag is thrown in the corner.
And it was Racuglia who drew the penalty there. It looks like the Golden Eagles are going to go a man up here. It depends on the call. Either 30 seconds or 1 minute. And they will call a push with possession. That's a technical foul for 30 seconds. It will be a 30-second one-man advantage for the Golden Eagles with 4:58 remaining in this third quarter. St. Joseph's now with an opportunity to possibly narrow the lead to 1.
Their defense is working really hard out there, causing a lot of great plays, causing turnovers, and they are just buzzing around out there.
Absolutely, and no defenseman for them has been more exemplary of that statement than number 20, Vincent Racuglia, the senior from West Islip, having an excellent game now.
He's absolutely leaving it all out on the field tonight.
And you have to figure he would, right? Senior in a playoff setting, you know, don't want this to be your last game, and he's playing like it. And the Golden Eagles looking to get right into their man-up offense here. And a beautiful look inside on the crease. That's Dylan Gabriel.
Dip and dunk. And that is all credit to that hard-working defense on that St. Joe's Eagles.
Absolutely. Earning the extra man opportunity. The really nice feed from X. That's number 3, Robert Lopez. And the quick stick finish right there from Dylan Gabriel gets himself his 4th point of the night. And Gabriel still has contributed on each of the goals scored by the Golden Eagles.
We were back to a 1-goal game.
Right you are, Brendan. 1-goal game with 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Great game so far tonight. Love to see it. A lot of heart all around the field.
Yeah, and to this point, a pretty low-scoring game.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of very good defense and a lot of very good play from both netminders. As this face-off is won forward by Bruno. Pops it up to himself and now gets it over to Gilbride. And the Golden Eagles now look to tie the game at 5. 4:28 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Settling the possession, they will make sure they get their personnel changes, and Gabriel returns to the field, possibly looking for his 5th point of the night.
Once again, St. Joe's really settling it down, valuing this possession. A close game like this is very important.
Sean Castro now looking to dodge against Ellis. They'll feed Trotman. Trotman now back to Castro. Castro now dodges to his left, but rolls back to his right. Has Trotman. Trotman with his hands free. Save made by DeResta, but just pops up. He didn't quite get all of it.
See that.
And a 5-5 game we now have off the shot from Trotman. 3:52 now remain in this 3rd quarter. And just a tough break. Not much you can say about
there's
that
not
one.
much you could do about that. He was all over that one. Looks like he popped it up and just got behind him. Love to see him bounce back from that one.
Absolutely. It will be interesting to see how the freshman netminder bounces back from possibly just a small mistake, but now the ball is loose, and the Privateers will look to get the ball into the offensive end, give DeResta a break.
Another ground ball, number 26. He is all over the place tonight.
Yeah, Kieran Hendry having an excellent game off the wing, helping out his face-off guy, Polici. And the Privateers now settling in the offensive end, looking to regain the lead. .54 remaining on the shot clock now with 3:20 remaining in the quarter. Drost now feeding for Flannery. Flannery back across for Drost. And still as of yet unable to solve this zone defense of St. Joseph's is the Privateers offense so far in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, still moving the ball very well and just looking for their opportunity.
Yeah, and they have had their opportunities, just not quite able to capitalize.
High
Shot
to
off the
high,
back foot
huge
there.
save by Brust. He is playing unbelievable tonight.
Flannery had an opportunity there off the C-cut, but Brust was wise to it now. I believe that's either 12 or 13 saves for him on the night. A really nice game from Brust. And now Ragusa looking to push transition. Looks low for Gilbride. Gilbride takes a shot, and it is saved there. Look, either off the side of the net or saved. I thought the DeResta had gotten a piece of that.
Save. Shot clock's reset.
So a fresh 80 for the Golden Eagles now, as they look to take their first lead of the game since 1-0. I believe they scored the first goal of the game, right? They did, yeah. So St. Joe's looking for their first lead since 1-0 now. 2 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter as Gabriel is carrying on the far sideline, looking to dodge against Drost. Now Gilbride carrying up north of the 30-yard line, looking to re-dodge against Kiernan. Goes to his left. And a shot taken, goes wide, and it looks like DeResta's the first one there.
Absolutely,
The official
that's
agrees.
great hustle.
Really nice hustle, and we questioned how DeResta might be able to bounce back from that last goal, and showing a command over the defense there, being in the right position to get his team a possession. Really nice way to bounce back for the freshman there.
Absolutely.
And now Drost takes the ball in the clear. Still a 5-5 game with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Patrick Piazza once again on the field for the Privateers playing crease attack. See number 27 in there. Drost now surveying his options as he has, or had a man hung up on the crease. Now he'll swing it over for Keegan. Sorry, that was Lauer. Now Flannery and then Schnell. Drost looking to distribute from X again. Looks to the far side for Lauer. Lauer looking to dodge and gets underneath. His shot is tipped and will go out of bounds. Schnell is there for the backup with 37 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
See a lot of movement from the Privateers now, especially inside. Patrick Piazza bouncing around like a pinball in there, looking to create space and get open.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, that might be one of the ways that the Privateers would look to work against this zone offense. A lot of movement on the crease, maybe a few picks here and there. Keegan now carrying on the far side. He'll roll back for Drost, and the ball is loose. Still loose. Near the restraining line, Flannery and Drost are fighting for it. And the ball is now kicked back over the midline, so that'll be an over and back now with 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. See if St. Joseph's can take advantage of these last 40 seconds of the quarter and gain the lead at 6-5. This is Castro carrying the ball on the far sideline. He feeds off for Hunter.
Be ready with the horn again.
Castro carries to the right. There's 20 seconds remaining. Looking inside, and the ball is loose. Taken there by Grant Gifford, number 47. Has a tough time getting out of the crease there, though. A play on call is on and then off, and now the loose ball will be taken by number 40. That's Nick Butler. 5 seconds remain in the first quarter. See if the Privateers can do something here.
Just missed that pass down the alley.
Yeah, just missed that, and that will likely do it for the first quarter. And it does. We now hit zeros in the third quarter with the score 5-5. We have a tie game in this conference semifinal matchup, conference playoff semifinal matchup, and as we head into the last 15 here, got to figure there's going to be nothing left on the field by these guys.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a great defensive battle so far. Like you said earlier, very low scoring game. Huge saves by the goalies on both teams. Got to highlight Bruss. He's having an unbelievable night. I want to check the stats on how many saves he has, but he's up close to 15, I would say. 12?
And it will be 12 is the total officially
So
at the end of three quarters for Bruss on his save total. And as we mentioned, really keeping his team in the game at certain points here tonight.
Absolutely. He's leaving it all out on the field for all his guys out there.
Yeah, and you have to figure, again, you got one quarter in a tie game. It's going to come down to who wants it more here.
Yeah, it's a great night, battling the elements, and both these teams are working very hard. Ton of heart out there, and like I said, a great defensive battle.
And we will take a moment here to acknowledge the coaching staffs, as we did not have a chance to prior to the game. The St. Joseph's College Eagles, led by head coach Tom Rotans in his 5th season, assisted by coach Don Fleming in his 4th season. The Privateers are led by head coach Justin Manharis in his 2nd season. I think technically 3rd season, if last year is the unfortunate COVID year, as it's now become to known counts. But Gene Nardi in his 2nd year with the program now, or third year, counting that I'm way off because we don't really know what
How
to
to
think of
count last year.
Yeah, with the limited season and everything. But Ray Waters is also an assistant on the Privateer staff, as well as Ian Kirby, and team manager is Lexi Gardini. So I wanted to give a shout out to Lexi here for her hard work all season. And we will see the Golden Eagles be the first to break the huddle now for this final 4th quarter.
Looks like they're all very up-tempo, very high energy, and like they have a ton of great stops to be happy and up high for, so a lot of build-off.
Yeah, definitely riding on the momentum of those saves made by Brust are the Golden Eagles, and this will certainly be an emotional 4th quarter. A lot of seniors out there on the field, and none of whom want their season to end here without a ring on their fingers. So still fighting for that conference championship are both of these teams. Here in this semifinal matchup, the final 15 will be underway in just a moment. Ball is out, and taken there by Polici. Scoops up his own ground ball and now moves the ball out to Ellis. So a good sign of things to come possibly there for Polici, who kind of looked like at the end of that 3rd quarter that Bruno was starting to run away with the faceoff battle, but Polici is hanging tough in there and keeping his team in the game.
Yeah, way to battle back after a few losses.
This is Lauer now moving the ball to X for Longo. St. Joseph's sticking with this zone defense as it worked so well last quarter. This is Longo. pushing the right side. His shot is blocked.
Looks like the defenseman got a piece of that.
That they did. And now this is McKeever running transition, and Golden Eagles have numbers if they want it, but they will look to slow up here as Keegan is pressuring McKeever. McKeever able to withstand that pressure and now moves the ball over. That was Lopez. Lopez now has it again. A lot of changes going on both sides now. There looked to be an odd man opportunity for Trotman for a moment, but Hendry able to rush in and recover. Great hustle there. And now Gabriel, who has been the leader of the offense today for the Golden Eagles.
Once again, St. Joe is really valuing this ball possession right here.
Gabriel now dodging to his right with his hands free. Bounce shot taken, and it goes wide. And McCann will take the ball into the field of play. 35 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Pick a set on Butler by Hunter there. And
big save.
McCann, really nice jump shot there. Went low on the near side. DeResta wise to it. And a new shot clock for the Golden Eagles.
Looks like he got a piece of that one. Came off the pipe.
And Gabriel now working from X. He's done a lot of his work from the point up top today, or as some people would call Z. Working against the short stick here in Orton, and now looking to dodge to his right. Pass fake. Bounce shot. DeResta all over it.
And a great outlet pass. Transition offense.
Orton now carrying. Privateers have numbers. Passes across for Longo. Longo shot taken, and the shot was blocked. Still a shot, so this race to the end line will matter, or the sideline, I should say. And the official is pointing towards the other end of the field, so it appears that that race was won for the Golden Eagles by number 24, Alex Felice. 12:47 now remaining in the game.
Another save there by Brust defenseman, and as a goalkeeper, I love to see that.
Yeah, as a netminder, you definitely love those tough, gritty defensemen who aren't afraid to stand in the way of shots for you.
Very appreciative of those players.
The ball is loose here in the clear, and another loose ball pickup by Kieran Hendry. I am a broken record saying that today. This kid is having an unbelievable game. But
ground ball after ground ball after ground ball.
I'll tell you who else is having an incredible game for the Golden Eagles is number 20, Vincent Racuglia. Caused another turnover in the ride there. But the ball was kicked out of bounds off of a St. Joseph's player, so now Connor Bushel will take the ball in for the Privateers. 12-10 remaining in the game. 5-5, still a tie score here as we move along. Crossing the 12-minute mark now. Keegan carrying on the near sideline. Still moving the ball around the perimeter are the Privateers. Corvey now looking to dodge over the top to his left. Instead feeds down. It's Schnell. Schnell for Lauer. Lauer looking to roll inside. The ball is loose on the crease and picked up there for the Golden Eagles by number 1, Jason Richapi. Look for a quick breakout going the other way for number 24, Felice, who won that sideline battle as we mentioned before. Now Felice looking to push some offense. And the Golden Eagles will instead pull the ball out. Still a tie game here at 5-5. We're now approaching the 11-minute mark of the fourth quarter. And now St. Joseph's with the ball settled, looking to get into their offense. We're now under 11 minutes in the fourth quarter. This is Castro looking to dodge against Flannery. Castro to his left. He feeds Hunter. Hunter looking inside for Trotman. Trotman with his hands free, low and away. Goes just wide there. This is now McCann. 28 seconds remain on the shot clock for St. Joseph's. Played there by Butler. Butler working through a pick there. And a beautiful swim move and a goal.
Wow.
Number 18, Tim McCann, gives the St. Joseph's Golden Eagles their first lead since 1-0 at 6-5. 10:31 remaining now in the fourth quarter.
What a way to take the lead. Beautiful swim move. Takes two guys. Low bounce shot. And beautiful play.
And the kids call that putting the team on your back, running through two checks. Real toughness shown there by Tim McCann, and a really nice bounce shot finish to the far side. This faceoff is won backwards by Bruno. McKeever will take the loose ball. And it is taken away by Kieran Hendry.
Flag
Flag flies. It looks like they're going to call a slash there for the check that happened against Ellis. Ellis now looking to sweep over the top. He's got his hands-free shot taken. Goes just wide, and the penalties will be assessed now with 10 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the game.
We have a penalty on visitor. Okay. 30 for 1 minute.
And the penalty will, in fact, be on number 30, Jesse McKeever. It is a 1-minute slashing penalty. So the Privateers with an opportunity to even the game now at 6 with 10:13 remaining.
This could be a huge turning point in the game right now. 1-goal game, fourth quarter.
You're right about that, Brendan. A lot of momentum riding on this next goal scored. And Lauer holding the ball up top now. Privateers moving the ball quickly. This is Flannery. Back to Lauer. And
Great
Keegan.
ball movement.
Ball spinning back and forth across the top of the formation for the Privateers. Now Keegan, as Lauer crashes the crease. Privateers looking to get into their set here. Feet is low now. This is Lauer. Lauer for Schnell. Schnell up top for Flannery. Flannery shot taken.
Bounce shot, save.
Loose ball on the crease. Bushel had an opportunity at it for a second, but Flannery will come out with the loose ball. It's then taken away by number 42, Mark Corey.
Brian Keegan, great hustle up the side, grab this ground ball here.
And
Looks
just
in a
15 seconds remaining on this man advantage now for the Privateers. See if they can make the most of it. Keegan's got his hands free, and the shot just goes wide. Back up there in the form of number 49, Sean Foley. Now 9 seconds remain on the man advantage. 9:21 remaining in the game. Still 6-5 St. Joseph's. Keegan looking for Lauer. Privateers moving the ball quickly. 5 seconds remain on the penalty. And the penalty is now released. Teams are all even. Schnell looking for an opportunity. Low-to-low shot. And it looked like Brust got a piece of that one as well, but the Privateers there for the backup. And the shot clock has not been reset, so...
Looks like the official thinks it went wide.
It definitely got deflected by somebody. It might have gotten deflected by one of the defensemen, possibly, in which scenario there obviously would be no reset of the shot clock. So, assuming that's what happened, now 35 seconds remain for the Privateers to get a shot on net. 8:51 in the game.
Foley,
Shot taken
jump
there
shot.
by Foley. Goes just over the net, and Schnell will have the backup. 23 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Schnell now steps the ball onto the field, working off of a pick from Keegan. Looking for Flannery up top. Flannery across. That was Lauer. Back to Flannery and Keegan with his hands free. Shot, goal. I'm sorry, that was Pat Schnell with
What
the
a
beautiful low-to-low rip. Ties
And
the
we
game.
are all tied up, folks. And this is a
6-6.
absolute shootout in the fourth quarter now.
We got a 6-6 ball game now. This one is coming down to the wire. We have 8:29 remaining in the game.
Number 39, Patrick Schnell, assisted by number 41, Colin Flannery.
Flannery coming in with his second assist of the night on that goal from Pat Schnell. And these teams really battling it out here. Nobody willing to give an inch. Now Polici and Bruno return to the faceoff dot. Ball is popped forward by Bruno, but still loose. Ellis is there. Ball is still loose now. Looks like it's going to be picked up by McKeever. And it is. Now Bruno with an opportunity to push some offense.
down.
Flags fly. Pass comes over for Castro. I'm sorry, that was Lopez. Shot goes wide, but the penalty will now be assessed. We will see what the official's call was.
You're going to have a penalty at home. What was the number? 46 white for a minute.
So the penalty was on Polici. It was a minute foul. So a 1-minute man advantage here for the St. Joseph's Golden Eagles as they look to regain their lead. 8:12 remaining now in the game, still 6-6. And McCann will be the one carrying in off the sideline for the Golden Eagles. He passes for Lopez. Lopez to Gilbride, and now back to Lopez behind the net. This is Hunter. Hunter up top. That was Tim McCann, who had that goal a few minutes ago that gave the Golden Eagles the lead. They're now trying a hidden
Another
ball trick
hidden
at
ball
X
trick.
again, and it looks like Gilbride still has it. And
Good
Ryan
pickoff
Drolich
by
was
Ryan
not
Drolich.
fooled.
Looking
Ryan
to wheel it
Drolich
out
with
himself.
the takeaway and legs it across the midfield line, as you said, Brendan. Now he'll feed off for Orton, and they'll look to kill the last 25 seconds of this man advantage.
What a play by that senior defenseman, Ryan Drolich. Really stepped up. Very good leader defensively, and he shows up big for his team there.
Absolutely, and the fifth-year senior is Ryan Drolich, one of the big leaders, emotional leaders on this team, one of the more physical players in the defensive end. Definitely one of the guys that the rest of these teammates of his look up to. And the teams are now all even, and the Privateers will look to settle in on the offensive end, score their 7th goal of the game, try to get a 1-goal lead with it. Lauer now carrying the ball at X as we cross the 7-minute mark of the 4th quarter. This is Jason Corvey feeding for Flannery. Flannery for Keegan, and now Keegan to X for Lauer again. Drost had an opportunity there for a moment, now carries to X. Looking over the top, Flannery with his hands free, shot taken, and it looked like Bruss got a piece of that. We will see if the officials reset the shot clock, but Drost was there for the backup nonetheless.
I think that just went wide. Doesn't look like the shot's going to reset.
Indeed it did. We will have 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 6:39 remaining in the game as Drost carries in off the end line. Now Keegan looking for an opportunity. Flannery carrying over the top, looking back for Keegan. Keegan with his hands free, just goes wide. And now 8 seconds left. We will see what the Privateers
Keegan's had
elect to
success
do
from
here.
that part of the field. It just went wide. Could have been a huge goal there.
And 8 seconds as Drost is carrying the ball. 6, 5, hands free, shot taken, bounce goes just wide. This ball will roll out to the end line, and it will be a shot clock violation. So the Golden Eagles defense holds strong there. We still have a 6-6 ball game with 6 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. And one of the more improved points during this game for the Golden Eagles has been their clear. A lot of turnovers caused early by the Privateers in the clear as they look to make another one here. And, well, I'll have to correct myself. The Privateers with some excellent
Just
pressure on the
jinxed them
ride
there,
there,
TJ.
causing another turnover in the ride. And a flag flies. That's about as obvious as it gets right there. Ball is loose now and will be picked up by the Golden Eagles, and I imagine we'll have either a 1-minute slashing penalty, something
maybe
of the
even
sort.
a hold.
Well, it would be interesting because a hold, I believe, would be a 30-second technical foul, and that is what the official just signaled to the sideline. So this will be a 30-second technical foul for a hold rather than the slash to the head, which I had initially perceived it to be, but I am not being paid to officiate this game.
That we are not, TJ. That we are not.
And I will add that the official most likely had a much better angle on that play than I did, so I am not questioning his decision there. As the Privateers go up here with 20 seconds remaining in the man advantage, looking to spin the ball quickly and look for an opportunity inside. 15 now left on the man up. Flannery carrying across the top of the formation. Pass goes low for Lauer. Now 8 seconds, and Lauer will look to push the right side of the field. Schnell has it. Schnell looking up top for Flannery. Flannery looking across. He has Foley. Foley back to Flannery. Flannery with his hands free. High-to-high shot is saved by Brust.
Big save by Brust. Big outlet and causing transition offense for his team right now. Coming down the right side.
That's 21 Ryan Wheeler. Wheeler's pass inside was dropped, and now Butler will carry the other way. I'm sorry, Kiernan will carry the other way for the Privateers.
Foley bringing it in from the far side.
And Foley electing to carry the ball to X, now getting settled. Coming up on the 5-minute mark of this 6-6 game in the 4th quarter. Skyline Conference Semifinals.
Flag
and
down.
the flag flies. It looks like the St. Joseph's Golden Eagles are offside. And this will be a 30-second penalty coming up as the shot from Schnell goes just wide. 4:58 remaining in the game, and the Privateers will have a 30-second man advantage for the technical foul.
Looks like 16 or 21. For 30 seconds.
So the penalty officially on number 21, Wheeler. The offside penalty coming at 4 minutes and 58 seconds of this 3rd quarter. Still a 6-6 game now as Sean Foley carries the ball into the field of play. Lauer takes it at the point, now feeds back for Keegan. Keegan low for Foley. Fully across the formation for Schnell, still behind the net. Schnell up top for Flannery. 15 seconds now remaining on the man advantage for the Privateers. Schnell for Flannery.
Some great ball movement here.
Most certainly. Looking to make the most of this opportunity. Inside feed for
Finishes,
Connor Bushel.
big goal.
Beautiful feed there from Jack Lauer.
Way to bury it. 4 minutes and 32 seconds left. That is a clutch goal right there.
And freshman to sophomore on that connection. Bushel with the goal. 4 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Bushel, assisted by number 35, Jack Lauer.
So now a 7-6 game and a slim 1-point lead for the Privateers.
And this game is far from over, folks.
Yeah,
Far from over.
I'm with you, Brendan. I got a feeling things are just getting started here as Bruno is able to pop the ball out forward. He's hounded by
turnover
Polici.
here.
And McKeever with another ground ball. He's been huge in the second half playing off the wing.
Ton of pressure from the Privateers here.
And more pressure coming here. St. Joseph's finally gets a timeout called. And they will retain possession here with 4 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. And that just beautiful work on that face-off ride.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to number 8, Tim Bruno. Absolutely putting his shoulder down, getting it through, getting that ball in the box, and letting his team take a timeout in a very important situation here with not a lot of time left in this game.
Certainly a really gritty play there made by the face-off guy for St. Joseph's was Bruno. Really nice pressure asserted there again off the wing by Kieran Hendry. That we keep saying it, he's just been all over the field.
Yeah, he's got a very, very bright future here, and love to see him making really good plays out here.
Hendry, just a freshman, saw a lot of time this year, made a lot of plays just like that. So 4:14 remaining, still a 1-goal game, and if you're in the defensive end for the Privateers right now, what is your message to your guys?
Yeah, I mean, you can't look at the scoreboard right now and feel comfortable. So you're going to have to do your game. You got to stick to your strategy, and you got to just make sure you can value that ball, get every loose ball you can, get as many turnovers as you can, stay big in net, and feed off one another. A lot of communication, and hearing all the way up here from the box, Coach Maharis screaming talk, defense talk, and that's something he's emphasized with my 4 years here, and he's still continuing to do so.
Certainly the talk and the defensive end of the field is something to emphasize for the Privateers here, but I think you made an excellent point as well about valuing the ball. You know, we're winning these loose balls here, are the Privateers, and, you know, really want to be able to make the most out of these offensive opportunities, and they have lately, at least on that last one. So we will see how they approach the next few possessions now. Again, 80-second shot clock.
And that's something St. Joseph's done an excellent job in the second half of really valuing every possession and taking the most of it.
And bringing in a long pole to take a shot here. That is, number 20,
high.
Vincent Racuglia, right
Walks
to the crease.
right in, high to high, beautiful shot. And that's an excellent play.
A little bit of a secret weapon play brought out by Tom Rotans there, bringing in the defenseman / long stick midfielder, Vincent Racuglia, over the midfield line on the change, coming in with a full head of speed and
causing an uneven situation, and caught Maritime Privateer sleeping right there.
yeah, really nice play, and that's an exciting moment for that senior.
And we're back to being tied up now.
Right you are, Brendan. 7-7 game with 3:58 remaining. And Bruno looks to pop this face-off to himself, and he does. He was looking to get the ball over to number 24. That was Alex Felice.
You could feel every play, intensity growing, not only from the players, but in the stands as well.
Certainly a lot of energy, a lot of emotions going on here, as unfortunately one of these team seasons will have to end tonight, and they are fighting it out to the end. 7-7 game with 3:43 remaining now as St. Joseph's takes over on offense. This is Trotman carrying the ball at Z. Trotman feeding Gilbride low now, and Gilbride to X for McCann. McCann now dodging to his right, working against Butler. Now looking to his left side is McCann, played there by Orton. Now rolling back, that's Hunter, looking to push the right side.
Skip pass.
Really nice stick from
Broken
Ryan
up.
Drolik there.
And another ground ball. This kid is unstoppable.
Kieran Hendry with another ground ball, and again, I've lost count, but I think he's somewhere around 8 or 9 tonight. He is having an unbelievable ball game and a really nice play to make to tip that pass by number 37, the senior Ryan Drolik. 2:44 remaining now as the Privateers look to work on offense with 62 remaining in the shot clock. Now this is Drost. Draws the double and rolls. Feeds with one hand down X for Schnell. Schnell now feeding Keegan. Keegan up top for Lauer. Lauer looking to dodge against the short stick. Feeds over, that's Flannery. Now Schnell at X. 2:20 remaining. 40 seconds on the shot clock. Keegan up top, this is Flannery. I'm sorry, this is Lauer. Lauer feeds over for Drost. Drost inside for Flannery with a high-to-high shot. 8-7 game in favor of the Privateers.
Great feed
2:09
inside.
remaining.
What a handle. Way to bury it inside. And that may look easy, but wow, it is not. To catch that in traffic inside and finish with especially having Brust having an unbelievable night in net. That was a great goal by the Privateers.
Drost and Flannery connect again. Beautiful, beautiful goal to give the Privateers a lead here. 8-7 with 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. And we said that next one scored was going to be a big momentum swing, and it'll be really interesting to see how these last 129 seconds go.
Big
As we
math
see-
guy.
No, I just pretend. That took me more than 5 minutes to calculate.
No
And
math majors here.
Polici with a huge win on the faceoff there. Again, really showing up at what seemed to be the most crucial moments tonight have been Thomas Polici.
A lot of pressure on his back here. We're
Yeah,
gonna
pressure
settle.
there on Schnell, and 150 remaining. The Privateers can get this under a minute if they use the whole shot clock. 60 seconds remaining on the clock.
Once again,
145 remaining in the game.
Theme of the night, valuing this ball possession. Privateers look to slow it down, get all their personnel on, and do exactly that.
And St. Joseph's pressing very far out here. It looks they are intent to cause a turnover. They don't want to let the Privateers use this whole shot clock. Flannery's running down the alley with his hands free. Thought about shooting for a moment. Fed Schnell and now gets the ball back. 125 remain in the game.
Surprised he didn't take that one. Looks like the goalie and the defenseman were hung up on each other for a brief moment there.
Keegan thought about dodging for a moment and now carries. 29 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Keegan now carrying to his right.
Be on top of the horn for the end of the game.
And 20 seconds remaining. Looking inside for Flannery. Low opportunity there for Lauer for a moment. 17 on the shot clock. 1:02 in the game. Schnell pushing right. Shot taken. Bounce shot.
Big
Save made by
save
Bruss,
by
but
Bruss.
the loose ball is taken,
Stays
and the
big.
Privateers can now run out the rest of the game with this shot clock. Loose ball picked up by Brian Keegan at the most crucial moment.
And now they're looking to double the ball, get pressure on him. Keegan looking to escape. He is triple teamed.
Draws 3 guys as Brian Keegan. Now looking inside for Flannery. And a timeout is called by the Privateers. They have 40 seconds remaining to get to their second consecutive Skyline Conference Championship game.
I know some of you watching there might not agree with that timeout taken, but I totally agree with Coach Maharis taking the timeout there and settling it down and not forcing anything and turning the ball over with 40 seconds left. It's a 1-goal game. Once again, theme of the night, ball possession.
100%, as you mentioned, Brendan, one of the keys of the night, especially in these crucial moments, has to be valuing your possessions. And Coach Maharis doing just that, calling the timeout there. And as you mentioned, 40 seconds left in a 1-goal game. There's no reason to take a chance here.
That's
Get
a
the ball settled.
veteran coaching move right there by him, and not many would have taken that.
So again, now the screen in front of me is just slightly delayed as we are coming to you on just a short tape delay of about 10 or 15 seconds. So we just saw Brian Keegan pick up that loose ball in that crucial moment. And this senior coming up big for his team again, getting them the possession when it really matters now. And the Privateers do have every opportunity, supposedly controlling their own destiny here with 40.7 seconds remaining in the game, a 1-goal lead, 60 seconds remaining on the shot clock. So they can kill the rest of the game within this shot clock.
Yeah, you're going to look, St. Joe's probably going to double team that ball, pull the goalie out of the net, looking to get as much pressure on that ball and looking for a turnover. And very hard fought battle here.
Yeah, that's... oh, wait. Yeah.
Looks like Brust is on the other side of the field here, having all players on their defensive end. Goalie's on the offensive side over here, which is...
Well, this
Very strange. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how this pays off.
Well, a common move, pretty similar to hockey, that you might pull your netminder at the end of a game to try to get that extra defender. And the obvious drawback is that you leave the net open, but if you're the Privateers right now, I think the ball means more than the goal. As 24 seconds remain in this Skyline Conference semifinal matchup, Brian Keegan working hard to get away from the pressure there. Eats a big check. Now working against the sideline.
Another timeout
whistle is
taken.
called and a really smart timeout there.
Easy, fellas.
Just Coach Gene Nardi coming down to, and a punch thrown here. I don't even know what to make of this.
Easy, fellas, easy.
No, Colin, don't do that.
Stop it, fellas. This is not what we like to see.
And don't really want to say too much about what's going on here, but there is an apparent fight breaking out between the two teams right in front of us on this near sideline. The coach is now getting involved to try to break it up.
It's a shame to see. It's a very...
Spectators must stay in their seats. Spectators need to return to their seats.
As you mentioned, Brendan, an absolute shame to see this happen after such a hard-fought and well-played game by both teams. And, you know, if you're the Privateers, I think you got to be smarter than this, because those are key players who are getting involved in this brawl here. And this film will be sent to the Skyline Conference to review for possible suspensions if that does end up being the case here. A lot of it's going to come down to what the penalties handed out by the officials are.
I'd like to see the coaches and referees get a hold of their players now and return to their respective benches and finish out a well-fought game. And like I said, it's a shame to see this end this way, but just goes to show the amount of heart and fight that everyone has on this field.
And we did mention it might get emotional, it might get chippy here with, as we mentioned, a lot of seniors on the field who don't want to see their careers come to an end.
I'd like to see how the referees handle this one, what their call, and how we'll finish up these last 15 seconds.
Well, anytime a punch is thrown, which I didn't see the number on the St. Joseph's player who threw the punch, but there was a punch thrown there. That's an automatic ejection and a 3-minute non-releasable foul, which, you know, at this point in the game with 15 seconds left, I don't think the release of the penalty matters so much, but that is, at the minimum, what we will see here. It'll be interesting to see how they deal with the Maritime side of this. And, again, if you're a Privateers fan, you can really only hope that the only penalty thrown is the instigation for the punch, because an ejection foul in the conference championship game would mean that player who is ejected would be ineligible for the conference championship.
Yeah, and that'd be a huge loss for the Privateers moving forward.
You know, we mentioned before, a bunch of key contributors already removed from this roster due to their summer C-term obligations, but you really don't want to see anybody else removed from the roster for such a silly reason as a fight at the end of a game that's almost won already.
Do we want to get the fans out of here? St. Joe's 41.
So the official call has come in, and it appears that for the Golden Eagles, it will be number 30, Jesse McKeever, who was ejected from the game. And from the Privateers side, they are going to eject number 41, that's Colin Flannery.
Looks like the referees, officials are regathering and maybe even calling more or adjusting a call already made. So we'll stand by and wait to see what happens.
They could be making further calls. They could also be just discussing exactly how the mechanics of this restart are going to go. And there is a tall order on the officials here at the end of this game to try to keep it all under control as we finish out these final 15 seconds. And again, really just we don't want this moment to take away from what an unbelievable game we've been able to see from both sides today. A really hard-fought game, obviously.
Ton of heart.
Emotions flaring a little bit here towards the end, but it just really, in my opinion, is somewhat of a testament to the
hard work and dedication each and every one of these student athletes have put in, not only going through classes day to day and extracurriculars, putting a sport on top of that is it's a ton of work, it's a ton of pressure, and hats off to these players for all their hard work this season so far.
Most certainly, the one thing that you can't say about these guys is that this doesn't matter to them. You can very clearly see just how much this means to every single player who's on the field today. And a second penalty will be handed out on the side of the Golden Eagles. It looks like against number 22, Matt Trotman. I'm not sure if that's because of involvement in the altercation that we just had or if he's the in-home for that team. Brian Keegan also looks to be serving a penalty here. And again, I'm not sure if this is an ejection situation or if he is the remaining in-home that will be physically serving the penalties for the Privateers. But in any case, there are 2 penalties posted on the board against the Golden Eagles and 1 against the Privateers. So it looks like the Privateers are going to be a man up for these final 15 seconds. So still just waiting for the final announcements here as to how we're going to be proceeding.
For those of you watching the Rangers game at home, it's looking like a very similar finish with a little bit of a scrum here at the end.
Don't get me started on Tom Wilson.
Yeah, I heard there was, I think, 6 fights in the first period of the Rangers game tonight. So.
Say that one more time.
It's always been an interesting argument, fighting in lacrosse, whether or not that should be allowed. Obviously, there isn't a collegiate sport under NCAA sanctions that, you're allowed to have a fist fight. And, NHL's a different story. Obviously, these players playing field lacrosse out here. We did see fighting tried to be allowed in the PLL in field lacrosse a few years ago, but that didn't really work out too well.
Yeah, a lot of concussion concerns and things of that nature, which go hand in hand with fighting and bashing fists into skulls.
Certainly, and they make it work in the box game, but in order to have something like that happen and it stay under control, you really do have to have a defined set of rules, and I don't really think the NCAA is in a position where they want 18-year-old kids fighting 28-year-old high school grad students at certain points.
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't not a recipe for success here. So.
Yeah, that kind of stuff has no place in the field lacrosse game that we're watching tonight or any NCAA contest.
So it looks like the situation's been handled. It looks like teams are jogging out to the field to finish up this last 15 seconds. So another penalty on the Maritime side, number 41.
So, yeah, you're right about that, Brendan. There are 2 penalties on each side of the penalty board. Now, something that's going to be really interesting to consider here is who committed the last foul.
Absolutely. Whose possession will it be? Because a 1-goal game, 15 seconds, this game is far from over.
And they're saying that because the second penalty or the final penalty was committed by the Privateers, the Golden Eagles are going to have the possession here, and they will have 15 seconds to try to put this game into overtime.
I'd like to see this game finish out clean, and looking forward to it.
I'm getting on my feet for the end here, folks. We're going to have an exhilarating finish, I'm sure. It's going to be number 33, Gabriel, who's been all over the field for the Eagles tonight. He'll take the ball in on the near sideline right around the 35. He'll have to get through Schnell and Lauer to get the ball into his offensive end of the field. And the Privateers do look to be a man up here. Or no, they do not. No, they are all even here. It's 8-on-8. And now a timeout called by St. Joseph's, and they're going to make us wait just a little bit longer for this one. And the anticipation is killing both of us.
Keeping all of us on the edge of our seats, if not on our feet. Looking down at the spectators now, I don't see many on there sitting in their seats, all eager to see how this contest will finish.
Yeah, there is not a rear end in a seat in the stands right now. Everybody's standing on their feet waiting to see how these final seconds are going to be playing out, and a lot of intensity, I'm sure. The officials blowing the whistles to bring the teams back out onto the field. The huddles break, and the players are now making their way back out onto the field.
All right. It's the longest 15.7 seconds of my life. I don't know about you, TJ.
It's certainly up there. On the field offensively for the Golden Eagles, we will see Gabriel, Gilbride, McCann, and Lopez.
Looks like they'll have a fresh shot clock to work with. Not much time left, but...
And Racuglia will take the ball, and it looks like he's going to have to throw the ball over because he would not be able to carry. He would be offside. The Eagles would not have 4 players back. The clock has been started. He'll pass inside. Gilbride has the ball. 10 seconds remain in the game. Gilbride carrying over the top. He's played there by Kiernan. Now
Told you.
Shot
Oh,
taken.
big save!
Big save there
And
by
the
DeResta.
freshman with a huge saves with 2.7 seconds left.
It was Dylan Gabriel who hit the toe drag and took the low-to-low shot. Now 2.7 seconds remaining. They'll have to jam it into the crease. This is Lopez. Whistles are being blown here, and St. Joseph's is going to want to draw up a play for these final 2 seconds. I believe the the game clock will be reset to 2.7 seconds, and
Wow.
I was left speechless as Gabriel was walking up to the crease for that opportunity.
Hey.
Jack DeResta, the freshman, can't say enough about that moment, showing up big and making it count.
Yep. Big-time players, big-time saves, and goes to show he may be a freshman, but he's definitely playing like a senior out there. Big save at the end there.
And it gives you confidence going forwards. We are not sure at this time who the Privateers, if they do advance, would be facing in the Skyline Conference Championship. So 2.7 seconds officially remain in this 8-7 game in favor of the Privateers. And you have to imagine that this play being drawn up by the Golden Eagles is going to be a pass to the crease. So defensively for the Privateers, what is your message to your team?
Check sticks, lock off, and don't give up any silly shots, silly mistakes here. Very few moments left in this game, and definitely want to take advantage of that. Press out, get on hands, get on sticks, match up, and be ready for this shot here. Very low time on the clock.
So we do have a final score in the other Skyline Conference semifinal matchup. Farmingdale State has defeated the United States Merchant Marine Academy 18-6. So Farmingdale awaits the winner of this 8-7 ball game with 2.7 remaining. It will be Lopez off the end line. Feeds the crease. Ball goes wide, and the Privateers are going back to their second straight conference championship game. Really nice performance all around.
Excellent game played by all. And my heart goes out to those seniors on St. Joe's because this was not an easy loss. They all played their hearts out. And just huge shout out to Andrew Brust for playing his absolute heart out in that net. And it was very, very impressive to see. And hats off to him.
Right you are. And Brust really, I think it was over 12, 13, 14 saves, somewhere in that range. A really nice game from him to help keep his team in it. And as you mentioned, you know, your heart does go out to the seniors on the St. Joseph's team who unfortunately are going to see their careers end today. But really nice, well-fought game from them. The entire team up and down. It just went back and forth, and this was an incredible game to watch.
It is unbelievable. And congrats to the Maritime Privateers moving on once again, led by Coach Justin Manharris. And big shout-out to him. Very close with him, who worked hand-in-hand with me. And I just want to say congrats to him.
As you mentioned, an excellent job done by the coaching staff of the Privateers, Coach Justin Harris, Coach Gina Znardi, Coach Ray Waters, and Coach Ian Kirby, to help put this team in the right positions to win this game. And really nice plays all around. Brian Keegan had a really nice game offensively. Really nice contributions from Bushel as well. Flannery had a couple of points. Drost, up and down this roster. You really can't say enough about the individual and team performances that we saw out of the Privateers. And two guys who popped off the page to me today were Kieran Hendry, an unbelievable amount of ground balls, few calls, turnovers.
To make the comparison to Nick Pellegrino, former alumni, former classmate of us, is quite the honor, and wanted to give a shout out to him for cheering on his team here. And oh wow, I mean, I can't get over this kid. It must have been 20 ground balls tonight. It was unbelievable performance by him, and great team effort tonight. And it really does go to show how much of a team that Maritime is, losing all those players to go on cruise. And it was a very hard fought game.
Absolutely was. And one of those players who didn't go to cruise and is here helping us out tonight, or helping out the Privateers to win this game, Jack DeResta. Huge save there right at the end of the game. Had great saves all night. Really kept his team in it. A wonderful performance from him in his playoff debut, the second start of his career.
Yep. And just huge congrats to these guys moving forward.
So, about to close out from SUNY Maritime, the campus of SUNY Maritime College here in Throgs Neck, New York. Again, the final score 8-7 in favor of the Privateers as they head to their second consecutive Skyline Conference Championship game, where they will be taking on the Rams of Farmingdale State College. Colin Flannery with the game winner tonight, and a really nice performance up and down the roster from everybody. So, signing off here again, I'm TJ Ragusa with Brendan McNally. Thank you for joining us tonight, everybody, and hopefully we will see you again next week for the Skyline Conference Championship.
Yes, thank you everyone for coming out. It's a pleasure to be with you all. 33 out.